Well, hello, it's Thursday or even Friday, and it's Woolly Hats Wednesday WIP, so sorry it's a bit late, and I do apologise for not being with you last week, but I was up a hill with some friends having a jolly good walk. Anyway, I have lots to show you and tell you this week, so I will crack on. Now, you might remember I was knitting a fairisle jumper, and I have now finished the fairisle jumper. So there you go, finished and blocked and sewn together and all that kind of stuff. I'm quite pleased with that. So a bit warm to wear now because it's the summer, but I will be wearing it later in the autumn and the winter, possibly when Mr. W and I go to Scotland. So just as a reminder, the yellow or greeny colour is King Cole merino blend, which was in my stash. I think I bought it in a jumper and I didn't do it. And then the orange is Rowan Felted Tweed, which is a nice favourite. So rather pleased with that. I knitted it a size smaller because my tension's quite loose, rather than changing the needle size. So that's another way if you want to do it, but it is important to do the tension, as I shall explain in a second. So I shall put that away, ready for my holidays later in the year. So once you've finished a project, then you can start another, and I was dead keen to start this, which I purchased the pattern and wool at where was it? Wonderwool in April in Wales, and the wool is from Wensleydale. It's Wensleydale longwool, and it's a company based in Wensleydale, and it is lovely and soft. It's very soft, and it has a sheen, so it's slightly different from Blueface Leicester, but it is absolutely wonderful, and I've been eyeing it up for ages and wanted to knit something with it. So having finished one project, I thought, we'll get on with this. So I was very good and did a tension square, and it came out a bit big. So I thought, well, I'll do the same as I did with the other jumper and knit a size smaller rather than change the needle size. And then I used one ball of wool, and it didn't go very far. I'm never going to make a jumper out of 6 balls of this. Anyway, started the next one and realised why, and that's because when the wool I'd been given, some of it was aran, some of it was double knit, so I'm rather disappointed that. However, Wensleydale Longwool shop were very good, and they have posted me the double knit I needed, and I'm returning the aran for there. So a reminder is, whenever you start a project, do check your balls of wool. It happens to the best of us, and humans do make mistakes, and it might save you a lot of problem if you make sure your balls are the right ones before you start knitting or crocheting. So that's my knitting project, which is great, or one of them. I actually have another one because it's my friend's birthday on August, and it's a big one with a nought on the end, so I'm knitting her a pair of socks. So it's a Winning Mum pattern. It's a free one from her site. If you haven't been to her site and like knitting socks, please go to it, because it's a really useful site, lots of hints and tips and videos, and she has lots of free patterns as well. So this is one of them. It's called Watercress Leaf Socks, and it has uses variegated, but it has a bit of a lace pattern in it, not a complicated one, because don't want to do a complicated pattern for this, so I don't think the colours would show up. What I'm using is, if it was complicated, it wouldn't show up, because I'm using this variegated yarn. So this is lovely, isn't it? Lots of wonderful colours, and what we need is stroke of vision, because it is so soft. It's, again, Blueface Leicester, and it's from Soggy Kookaburra Crafts. I'm not sure where they're based. Sounds like they should be based in Australia, but Blueface Leicester is sort of Britain's equivalent to merino wool, and it is really soft. This colourway is called the Sixth Doctor. I'm assuming it's referring to Doctor Who. So there you are, lots of nice colours, and I'm using another Blueface Leicester based yarn, which is for the cuffs, toes and heels, and this is from West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. So that'll look rather fab. So I'm doing that. So that's my main project at the moment. I'll put down my jumper because I need to get that done by middle of August. But the other thing is, there's lots of interesting crochet around. This is the latest edition of Inside Crochet, and you might have noticed that there was a big furore, if that was a word, when Taylor Swift got out of her car wearing a wonderful crochet dress, and a number of designers have nicked the idea and come up with their own designs, and it's a bit sort of a longer version of that. Yeah. So this magazine is full of clothes and things, projects that use the granny square treble triple, which is quite an easy stitch to do. But there's lots of it around. If you look, there's things on Marks and Spencer's selling things, um, all kinds of things around it. And that's one just using different stitches, rather like the eclectic jumper sometimes I wear. But loads of it around. So do look in the shops and look for inspiration, and you might find some. And wouldn't it be grand if you could crochet your own stuff and make it really special? So lots of inspiration there for crochet. The other thing that might inspire you is that on the 17th of August, yes, we're in July, it's nearly August, there is a pop-up wool show in Port Sunlight. It happens every year. It's organised by a company called Coastal Crochet that are based in Fleetwood, and they have some rather yummy hand-dyed or variegated yarns, including some with sparkles in. Anyway, they also have quite a few other stalls and things with knitting, crochet and sort of woolly craft related stalls, so it is worth a little pop in. I think it's about £6 to get in. It might even be less, I'm not sure. I have booked online before, but you can turn up on the day if you don't want to commit yourself. So that's a date for your diary. I have some more dates for your diary, but I'm not going to tell you them now, and that is my autumn crochet and knitting classes. I will tell you about that later, so you'll just have to hold your whatever until I can tell you those later in August. That's all from me today, tomorrow, whatever, from underneath the damson tree, and I hope to see you next week. Bye bye for now.